Okay, hi, welcome to Module 8. In this module, we're going to be doing some video or animation production to fit along with your site. So I have a example on my website. If you go to, let's see, the gallery page, and this is where I'll have a lot of samples of video editing, but I've got my one sample here. It's just a video that kind of shows a sample of what people could order from my site. So I decided to do the video editing, but there's another tool that I'm going to show you that's called an animation, or for an animation creator. So you do have that option as well. So this is a 2-week module. So the assignment is due by the start of class on Monday the 9th. The class on the 2nd, November 2nd, which is next week, next Monday, is going to be a required class. We're through our second full round of meetings. So I want to just check in with everybody. We're going to talk about the video and animation editing project next week, and I'll do the demo next week. So today, or October 26th, whenever you're watching this, we're not actually having the demonstration day that day. I want you to kind of get familiar with the module and start to look at examples and really plan out what you're going to do. So I've sent emails for everybody who have one-on-one meetings with me today. Okay, and so for this activity, you're going to be creating a video or animation, like I said. I want you to start off by watching the examples that I have listed down here. Then you can take a look at the scoring guide, and it's again fairly basic. You'll want to have some sort of title and your name included in your video or your animation, so that you can take credit for what you created. And then you're going to create a video or animation somewhere in the range of 2 to 5 minutes. And you want to use a variety of media or animations. Okay, so if you're doing like a video editing project, you'll use images, text, background music, and stuff like that. Animations, you'll have some background audio, you'll have some different animations and whatnot. And that'll make more sense once you get into actually creating your video. And then you'll want to include some animations and transitions and other effects, so that your video is smooth and it's not just cutting and real choppy. You want to try to keep it smooth. So it's a 10-point assignment. So this is a 2-week module, so double the points for the project. Okay. So after you look at the scoring guide, I do have a note here that you have to make sure that you cite any media in your project in the video or the animation. Okay, so if you're bringing in images or background music that isn't your own, you make sure that you are citing it in the actual video. Okay, and I show you down here, number 4, how to do that, how to create a slide that has all your references. Now back here up to number 3, you can really choose any tool that you are familiar with, but for those of you who are unfamiliar, I've suggested if you do the video editing project, WeVideo, and if you do the animation creator, Powtoons. Okay, and those are both to some extent free to use. So you can choose those. They're both web-based, so if you start on one computer and you go to another computer, you can just log in and pick up where you left off. So that's why I've chosen them. Again, I'll do a demonstration in our next Monday's class, but I also have some tutorials for you to start watching as well. Okay. And then you're going to start your project. When you're finished, you're going to submit a link into Blackboard for grading, and you're going to put it on your website on the appropriate page. Okay, so here are the examples again, and then in parentheses I put whether it's a Powtoons or video editing, so you can kind of get an idea of the two options that you have. And you have a resource folder, which I'll get into in a second. And then your module 8, this is where you'll submit. And then again, if I mentioned this before, but if you're looking for a volunteer opportunity, I do have a volunteer opportunity for you if you need volunteer hours for anything. And you can click on the register here button and submit to me. Okay, but let's go back up to resources. When I click in that folder, I've got a post here to kind of revisit how to cite media. The same screencast that I showed in the previous page on how to create a slide where you reference your media that does not belong to you. So take a look at that. If you're interested in downloading YouTube videos, here's one website that you can go to download. If you know another one, feel free to use that one. And then the different software options. So I've got Powtoons, I've got YouTube Video Editor, WeVideo, Movie Maker if you're on a Windows computer, iMovie if you're on a Mac, and how to upload to YouTube. So you've got plenty of options to choose from, but each of them has some tutorials that you could use or that you could look at, so it'll help you kind of get familiar with the software. Okay, so that is Module 8. Again, 2-week module. This week is kind of getting familiar with some different examples, trying to decide on which tool you might use, and then planning out your video so that you kind of have a general idea of what you're going to do for your video. Now, if again, the video editing takes a while to do, so that's why I have 2 weeks. Planning is critical. It's really, it'll help you in the long run if you plan early. But please do not wait until the last day before this project is due to turn it in, because you'll get really frustrated. Just the amount of time that it does take to edit video can get frustrating if you try to wait till the last minute. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in class on the 2nd. Thank you.